Friends, so today what we're going to do is we are going to make a contour fish. Okay, so let's see the supplies that we need. We need markers, we need half a paper, and we need something to practice draw. So I have a whiteboard here. Okay, and if you don't have a whiteboard, you can use a scrap paper. I also have a handout of fish because we are drawing contour fish. So this I'll leave it here so that way you can also see the fish when you are drawing. Okay, so let's first talk about what contour is. Contour means it describes the line, the edge of an object. Okay, so if this is what we are drawing, the edge, these lines, can you see the lines here? That is the contour lines, or contour lines we can say these are the outlines that we make when we are drawing. Okay, so those are that. And you guys remember what a line is, right? So this is just the same line that we are going to use, but this time when we are using the line, we will have to, in some places it would be curvy, straight, or it can be squiggly or loopy or short or long and things like that. Okay, so we are going to use all the lines that we practiced last week, straight lines, loopy lines, all these lines to make the fish. Okay, so there are so many kinds of fish in the oceans and streams and lakes, right? So what do they all have? They all have tail, right? They have fins and they have scales also. So, and from fish to fish, they have different colors and maybe the shapes are different. Can you see the different shapes? And they may have different scale patterns, etc. So we are going to first draw a simple outline of the shape of these different fishes that you see here. Okay, and let's practice that. So I'm going to put this here. I hope you guys can see. Maybe we'll draw this fish first. Okay, so when we are contour drawing, the best way to draw this is you with one hand, maybe this fish. Okay, with one hand you will be mimicking the line, the outline on the paper. Okay, with the other hand you would be imitating the same line. So when I'm drawing a straight line with the left hand, the right hand also should be drawing a straight line. So suppose I'm drawing this, so I'm feeling this like that, right? And then when I'm feeling this and when I'm making this line with the left hand, I will mimic the same line with the right. Okay, and your eyes when you're drawing the contour line should be always on the subject that you're drawing. The subject today is the fish, so you should not be looking on the whiteboard. It's going to be a little bit tricky, but you will be able to do that. Okay, so I should be on the fish, and then you are going to mimic those lines with your fingers. Like if you're a left-hander, use the right hand to mimic the lines, and if you're a right-hander, use the left hand. So I draw with the right hand, so I'm drawing these lines. Let me try. Okay, this maybe this one. Okay, so then it comes down and then it goes. So I'm not looking anywhere other than the fish on this paper. So for you guys, you won't be able to feel this paper fish when you are drawing because you don't have this printout right with you, right? So what I want you guys to do is you can you guys can find a picture of some fish and then draw, or what you can do is, I'm trying to concentrate on the drawing, so I'm not like I can't talk and concentrate. That's difficult for me. Okay, see the fish, the contour line, the outline of the fish. So because you can't do that, what I suggest you do is you will just draw the line, you will just look at this and then draw. Okay, so it would have been easier if you could feel the fish and draw. Okay, feel the line and draw with the other hand, but I didn't realize that you don't have the paper, you can only see, so you will have to look at this and then draw. Okay, so you will be drawing the outline shape of different kinds of fish. Maybe so one fish here, maybe this one. So let's try without this the other hand. I'm just looking at it and I'm drawing a straight line, a little bit bumpy, and then a straight line. Then the fin is spiky. Don't take your eyes off the fish. I don't know what I'm doing here. So it will be a good idea just to concentrate without talking. Okay, then now let's so look at this fish. I was trying to draw. I don't know how what type of fish you got on your paper, but I have a weird fish. So let's draw this fish. Okay. So if I move this to like down, you won't be able to see that well. So what I'm going to do next is just pause the video. Like you can see all the fish right now, right? So when you got the idea of how to draw this fish, right? So you can pause the video and then try drawing this fish on your scrap paper or on your whiteboard without looking onto the your eye should be always on this, okay, not on the paper that you're drawing. And then try drawing a few times, and then when you're done, we can do the next thing. Okay, so after I want you guys to draw at least 3 fish. Okay, so I'm drawing my last fish here, so let me quickly finish that fish. Okay, all your attention, and then once you're done with the fish, the contour drawing, what you'll do is you are going to draw the plants that you will see under. Okay, so when you are practice drawing the fish, what do you need to do? Your eyes should be on the fish and your eyes will travel slowly along the edge of the shape. and your pen will be moving in the same direction on the paper. You should avoid looking on the paper, okay? Once in a while, maybe you can check whether there is still paper or whether you are drawing on the table or things like that, okay? So make your eyes to work along with your, no, make your hands to work along with your eyes, okay? And just trace the edge of the shape that you see. Okay, after we are done drawing that, what we are going to do is we are going to add plants to the scene, right? So underwater plants, they float in the water or they grow from the bottom. They grow from the bottom. So what we'll do is we'll start drawing from the bottom, and then we will also overlap. You could also overlap the fish when you're drawing, okay? This fish is like we do for practicing, right? So when we are drawing on the paper, you can overlap the fish also, okay? And when we are drawing the plants, see that you may show plants like wavy plants, and you just think where you are going to place the plants. So I will going to start from the bottom. Maybe you can add some coral reefs under. Maybe there are plants going behind the fish, okay? Things like that. And then after we are done drawing, maybe we can even add pattern lines inside. You can just look at the fish and then add the lines, the pattern lines, okay? Like that, to show the scales. Okay, so these lines, when we are drawing inside, you can have this entirely done with black marker, or what you can do is we can take for the fish outline, the contour lines can be in black, and then the details, the pattern lines, you can make with the markers, okay? So let's see now how we do it on the paper. Hope you guys got an idea how it is done. So I'm going to place this over here, and then let's see how we are going to draw this without taking our eye from the this thing, okay? So in this case, your eye should be on the computer or whatever source that you are using for drawing, okay? I'm placing the paper in the portrait style, and we are going to draw at least 3 fish, right? So we'll mimic one each of this, or you can have 3 of the same type, okay? So I'm going to start drawing my first fish. I may be a little bit quiet today because when you are concentrating, it is best not to talk much. So as I said, most of the time your eye should be on the fish, not on your paper that you're drawing. But if you want, in between, you can take a sneak peek, okay? Okay. So once I'm done with the contour lines, I'm just adding the details inside. I added a line. The rest I'll come back and do it later, okay? Now I'm going on to the next fish. Maybe I'll stick to the same kind. Or should I, maybe I'll draw this one. I like how long this fellow is. If you want, you can overlap also. But when you're overlapping, you may have to take a look at your paper a little bit more, okay? And my friend, are you guys drawing with the markers? I would suggest you guys try it out with the markers, because if you are drawing with the pencil, what is going to happen is you may not like how it turned out or things like that, and then you may keep erasing. So it will be a good idea to do with the marker. There are so many things that I'm not liking of what I'm drawing right now, but because it's a marker, I don't have any chance of erasing, right? Okie dokie. Done with the second fish. This looks more like a snake. I don't know. Maybe the next one you can have like only a little bit, half of your fish. It's up to you, okay? So I'm going to draw this one because this one has an interesting mouth, right? Okay, now what I'm going to do is maybe I'll add the plants, the seaweed and stuff. Maybe I'll just stick to 3 fish. If you, minimum is 3. If you want more than 3, you can do more than 3. Okay, I'm just going to do 3. I'm going to add the seaweed. So I'm going to start from the bottom. I'm going to try and overlap the fish, make it look like the sting is behind the fish. Maybe I'll draw a coral reef. Maybe there is another seaweed going behind this. Another one coming behind this. Okay, so I have the fish done. So what I need to do next is I need to add more patterns and details to this, right? You can use color or shape, or you can use pattern to finish the fish. So let me first keep adding the details on the fish. So this was this one, right? So I'm going to try and add the, so as I said, the details you can add with the marker. So if you think this is going to be a blue fish, take your blue marker and add the pattern with that. So again, try to imitate what you see on the paper. Okay, if somebody do this one. Okay, what's... You may think, oh, this is not the best fish I can draw, but we are going to practice doing this so that you know how to look at something and draw. Okay, you need to learn how to make contour lines, right? So that's why we're going to practice doing this. So you don't have to use blue. If you could take your imagination. Maybe the fish is a yellow fish or a green fish or whatever. So color accordingly. Okay. Your fish, no matter what, it's going to look nice, I'm sure. Let me add some teeth to this. Oh, this fish is going to look so scary, so creepy. Okay, I'm done with one fish. Let me move on to the next one. Which one did I? This one. Okay, I forgot which. So the fishes can be as colorful as you want. Okay, I'm trying to imitate the same pattern here. So maybe this time my fish is going to be an orange fish. So as I said, when you need to concentrate more, it will be a good idea not to talk. So I'm adding some shapes inside. I'm just using one color inside each fish because already there are patterns and stuff, and I don't want it to be like too much for the eyes. Okay, if you want to add more than one color, it's your fish, you can decide. Sometimes too much is like using more is not that nice, right? Okay, the mouth, the teeth. All these fishes, I realize, have sharp teeth. They say like deep, the fishes that are like way deep in the ocean are not that cute looking. They are like, so maybe these are some fishes from, so they say this is East Indian sea fish. I don't know. So let's do the final one. What color should I be using for this? You guys go ahead, choose the color that you want for your fish. I have a color. Okay. They say underwater, the fishes that live way down deep in the ocean are not that colorful. But I decided to make my fishes colorful. because it is my fish. Nobody is going to question what I did, right? This is how I want it, so you can also do it the way you want. See that you're not coloring with the thing? Do you see me coloring, or do you see me using lines? I'm just using lines and patterns to create the thing. Okay, my friend? Why we are doing this is because we need to practice making patterns and lines and these kind of things. So that's why when we are practicing something, we will do that. No matter what, even if you don't like making lines, you just like to color everything. Some things, even if you don't like, you may have to do it, right? So this is that thing. But you have an option of using any color that you want. So, or any pattern that you want. I don't know whether this looks like a fish or not. Okay. Some of you would be able to draw this better than me because I have very less patience, and people who have more patience will be able to do an awesome work. Let me see how many of you have patience, or how many of you are like me. Okay, so now let's make outline the seaweed and the coral. Let me see, how many different greens do we have? We have only one green. Okay. I'm going to shade one side. I'm going to make it darker, one side, and one side lighter. You can make it like darker and lighter just using lines or dots. Okay, so I'll show you dots on this one. You can add texture to your seaweed. So I'm going to add some black lines also in between. I don't like it when it is too quiet. But if I'm not too quiet, then I can concentrate well also. So now on the other side, I'm just going to add lines to show the texture. Okay, now for the coral, we are going to just use dot. So the coral reefs, I'm going to make it like orange. Or you don't have to use orange. If you have used orange for the fish, maybe use some other color. Okay. So one part I'm putting, the left side I'm putting more dots, and the rest I'm putting like dots scantier. See that? Now we can just leave it like this to or you can use black marker itself to show water. I'm just using another line, maybe a little bit squiggly line to show water. Because we are not using crayons or any other thing, right? So I just want to show water in this one. See? And then if you want, finally, when everything is done, you can go back and outline your contour lines to make it look nice. And this time you can take a look at what you're doing. Okay, so once all these lines and patterns and everything is done, you are going back and just outlining the seaweeds and your fish. You want all these things, the seaweed and the coral and the fish, to stand out. If you have a thicker marker now, you can use that. While you're outlining it again, what I want you guys to do is try to stay on the line, okay? I'm trying to do this super fast and then I'm not staying on the line. And then it is not looking that well because I'm not staying on the line. I need to stay on the line to get this done the right way. Here's the next fish with his spiky teeth. The fishes, the teeth is really sharp, right? I remember when last time when I went, there is that fish, if you put the fish in the water, like fish spa, the fish will nibble onto the dead skins on your legs and then the feet, and then they'll do like they'll bite onto it, and then you, in the end, when it's done, you'll have nice feet with no dead skin on it. So I tried it once, and then the fish was like, I felt like they were like eating me up, and I didn't like it. So when I see the fish, I remember that time. Maybe the fish was starving and it was like super hungry, and then I put my feet in, they were like having a nice feast. I wouldn't do that again. This seaweed has to be outlined, and then we'll be done. So when you outline it, so contour line is like an outline itself, right? And we are done. So see, I hope you guys like this lesson. It is a little bit tricky to do this, but I'm sure you guys had fun. Write your name. Don't forget to write your name on the bottom. Your room number. I'm just going to pretend room number, okay? And your grade. And you guys are going to take a picture like always and email me in the email ID I'm going to put in the end. Okay, so till we meet next time, bye bye.